believe the new season started, but I think it is like past endpoint. Now until season 5, it's Double Fame. Yeah. So there's no date for season 5, I don't believe, but it seems like usually they'll just like have a date after the end time of the like previous season phase, but you know, will we get a new season in 4 days? We'll see. So that's the question. Do I already have a shark bot? I don't. You know what? I think I have a shark one. Yeah, there's a shark one in the season pass, right? So don't buy that. Robot Master. Yes. Oh, it's bottom half's got a tail though. Hold on. Hold on. That probably looks really cool on like something that's not yellow already. I want to see something gifted one. Spells looking good. Yeah, I wanted to see the yeah, like this one, right? Cardboard bot is not. It's fine. It's fine, dude. And I was like, I didn't know this one had like a robot tail, but no big deal. No big deal. Alright, let's just get into it. Stop goofing around here. Roll call? No. No, 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 no. I do not like roll thingy thing. Okay, I'm gonna put on main show. I don't want to play squads with just myself. Share ahead with 6 players, really? F this game. Gold medal in the round twice. Alright, that's what, 24, 28 shards up for grabs. But yeah, I really need to like go into my channel on Twitch and like fix the schedule thing. But that's the thing, it's like I don't know what I'm playing, so it's like whatever I'm playing that day, I'll be playing. I should just put it in the description, the trailer, for sure. Because man, kind of haven't really given it the polish it needs, I guess I'll say. Like it's the single lane in the jump section, maybe? Oh, derp. Did not jump there. A bit too long. Alright. Do it. Right, yeah, I feel like I'm in the front, so I shouldn't have any issues with it. Someone shooting stars at me. Oh my gosh, this is so nice when you're out in front and like everything's already open. This is nice. Oh, good job, Tanuki. I haven't seen this one. Whoa, this is different, yeah. Vetus is on the side, and then the spinny thing and the hammers. That's not something I've seen before. This variation. Probably wait for somebody. Alright. On to the next round. Yeah, I'm a slight headache today, so this might be on the short side. It's weird because like it kind of went away, and then like right as I started playing this, it came back. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm curious here. It says share a hug, right? So it says share. So does it want you to like both be hugging each other, or just how's that work? It doesn't say give someone a hug. It says share a hug. So yeah. Oh, nice. Someone pushed me over. It's like, yep, here we go. Team event after, you know, doing decent in the solo events, and it's like, I guess this is the end of the road, huh? Yeah. Probably. We'll see, I guess. Yes, let's stop it from going down the ramp. Let's just do that. Good job. That's the best strategy ever. Go team. Go effing team. It's like, you know what we don't need? We don't need something in front of the ball on our side that is like blocking against momentum. That's what we don't need. Wow, someone's already at 50%. Jeez. Must be nice. Wow, we're lost. That's awesome. Who's this red person, dude? Like, go away. Oh, dude, ask for your help. I guess our team's like doing so good, right? They can just like, you know, they're doing so good. It's like, oh, decided to help defense. Nice. Oh wow, we actually got first on that. Nice. I was like, dude, we're in last. Oh wow, yellow. Oh wait, no, yellow's out. Okay, I think red wasn't. Oh wait, no, yellow took it. I think yellow was not in first. It was red was up first, and then we somehow came from behind. And yellow was up, taking out red as well. Yeah, because I saw that red person at the end, like pushing our thing, and I was like, well, they're in first. They don't need to be helping us. As in they didn't win, so maybe they should have helped their own team. Aw, fruit shoot. It's one of the super bummer-tastic because it's just like, you know, in like the first couple seconds you know if you're gonna get through or not because of how good your badge are doing. So there is no real come from behind here. It's usually just like, oh, got smacked with the fruit, stuck at the beginning, or whatever. It's all watermelons. Looks like, yep. Get out of my effing work! Oh crap, just might just... Okay, I saw that one like bounce really high and I was like, it's gonna hit me in the face, isn't it? It's gonna hit me, isn't it? Oh, and then we get the fruit. Lemon fruit. Or berry fruit, I should say. Nice. Well, get this far. I would start grabbing people on this one, but it's like the final, so therefore it's like I don't want to be a giant target once I start grabbing people. It'll be like, oh, it's the one it's get the one in its underpants, even though there's like two. That's not gonna work out too well, I don't think. There's someone, a Santa by me. Get out of season, Santa. My gosh, jump right into me. I wish it was like one with the low gravity or whatever version of this, because it's not easier to just, you know, time your jumps. But then actually it's kind of annoying because you can get super screwed by other people on that one. And it's like you're in the air, you can't change direction, you've already made your mind and committed to a move, and it's like, oh, well that backfired and didn't work out at all, so I'm screwed, and I'm eliminated, and it's like, oh, that sucked. Yep. Definitely Fall Guys. Crap. Okay. Because there's so many areas that like stacks of twos. Or not. Now this person with the flower face is trying to screw me. I think. What the scene is. Oh, dude, I was close on that one. I just couldn't. Oh, that sucks. Second place, man. I saw them on the side, like, but it looked like they only had two hexes, so I was like, okay, well maybe they'll fall in, but then I didn't. I guess that's my bad on that one, because I should have, like, yeah. I didn't think for them to, like, you know, immediately go to my side, but that makes it, you know, get my hexes that are closest to me out. That way, I won't be able to jump back over, and I'll be out, so whatever. Another crappy ice, whatever the F, second place, or not first place finish. Yep. I'm just grabbing. I guess it's like the best spot to grab people, so beginning. Man, my connection is like, or I'm like lying really weirdly. Just like a bunch of people just like stop and go and stop and go. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, like the stupid, like, thing in that plate in front of me? I was stuck on it. I'm like even, you know, kind of messed up. It's like I get hit over there, right? Of course, there's like three balls that are, or three, yeah, three balls that are just like coming down the thing. Down the incline, or whatever, the ramp. It's like, oh, awesome. I try to move. Oh, there's a plate here and I'm stuck on it. Oh. Doesn't matter, I qualified, so that's all that matters. Tundra down here. Just playing with my friends and myself, sorry. In the back of the pack here to catch up. Oh, what the F? That was a super horrendous jump. I'm just like grabbing, so I want to see if I can get that challenge done by grabbing people. Because it said like share hugs. I'm not sure if you need to have two people hugging, but then I guess it doesn't matter, so I was using it, so just grab some people, use my progress. Landed right on the thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, that's, wow. That's never happened before. So then you just land on it as it's not working. Okay, that was close. Too close. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, it was like there's a speck on my TV and I'm not sure if it's a bug or what, but it's probably a bug because it's not going away, but I can't tell what's moving. It's a very small speck. Can't do anything about it because I'm kind of in the middle of this, so I do need to like legit like Windex this TV though. So that's something to look into. Something to do. Not right now. Alright. And I don't like this one because it's like there's always, I feel like, people in the way. So it's just... Yee! That was close. Dude, that was lucky. I got ran over, but I stayed up. Or I didn't get, like, launched, I should say, rather. Oh my gosh. 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 Okay, 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 okay. Get out of the effing way, you effing people! Jeez. Alright, cool. He's over here, so I'll just... Sure. What? Wow, that was close. Ah, I can't. Okay, that's close. That was that was weird. I couldn't see where they went after those two had like on that last, pass, and they're up on the ramps. Like, but like, the camera wasn't turned that direction, so I had no idea if they were coming back down. Luckily, it went at a different angle, so that was fortunate. I'm gonna predict a team event here of some sort, because have fun having a team event after. Okay, never mind. See legendaries. That golden like right there is kinda tempting. I'll try to. Oh, effing effers! Nobody went for it. Oh, what the F? That was up for a while, man. I feel like I could have got that if I would have went for it. Oh well. Oh, there's another one? What? Yes! No! Damn it! Dude, that sucked. There's like two gold ones right there at the beginning and I didn't get it. Lame. 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 Oh jeez, that was bad. That was bad indeed, yes. Okay, that's terrible too. What the F? Alright, let's jump up here and get these rings, because I have none right now, which is embarrassing. Oh, there's a gold one. No, someone got it. Oh wait, no one did. Oh, F me! Whatever. There's a gold one over there. I hurry. Yes! Okay, one more. Alright. Back in again. Should I get this one? Alright, alright. Okay, I'm convinced that my spec is still on too. I just can't. Okay, I don't. I lost focus right, so I'm looking at it. It's still there? I can't tell. It's probably moved. Probably a bug. Alright. Next round. Oh, dude, it's gonna be. If it's not a final, it's probably gonna be Tiptoe, because I've been Tiptoe. Oh, Hexagon, I'll take it. Alright. Alright. Oh, geez, horse. that. Oh, dude, this person has a ton of fixes. Oh! I think missed. I should have found my name spot. Jeff already kinda got spotted, so we're good. Oh, someone else is over here. Unfortunately. Oh, F me! Oh crap, I'm out. Or I'm not. Okay. I was like, dude, I just completely effed up on that and I hit the flip from the side of that wall. I'm probably out because I'm way too low compared to competition. Oh, jeez. Get wrecked. There's only one other person. Just need to calm down and get back to safety. Alright, here we go. Hope they just fall straight through. Don't land on me because that would suck. Oh, how effing, dude. Where are the effing odds? They finally drop, and it's like, I mean, of course they don't go through the flipping, you know, whatever. 2 second place finishes in a row. That effing sucks. It's like, oh man, I almost got a crown twice, but you know, I didn't. Isn't that great? It's all that for nothing. Literally. Because I didn't get anything for it. I'm already level 50 on the season pass, so it's like, there's nothing there. Okay, sure, a hug. So I guess it means 2 people hugging, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. So, unless, of course, someone grabs me and doesn't let go, then I can be like, oh, okay. I see you two are trying to get this, so I will hug you back and not jump away. Ah, I mean, that was actually a pretty good recovery, because I did fall pretty bad. Not falling. So, whatever. On to the next one. And mine is pretty bad. It should be pretty easy. Where's your dirt pressure? Whatever that means. Dang it, I just went the outside on that one. Wow, that was weird. I just spontaneously started making mouth noises there. It's Friday, right? So SmackDown comes on. Cause I want to play some more Final Fantasy XIV because I think I'm almost to Shadowbringers. I'm in like the post-Stormblood stuff, but then I'm not sure. So I have no idea how long it's gonna take. And the sooner I get to Shadowbringers, the sooner I can get to do all that post stuff. The post Shadowbringer stuff. Get up to the where Endwalker starts. Or wherever that is, but I have no idea how long that's gonna take. I probably should just like beeline it through the story, honestly. Like in hindsight, I probably should just did that. But I know that if I would have did that, I would have just been like level 80. But then like not making levels. Dang it. I meant to do that because I was like, I'm not gonna make an angle here to like where I can get through a rain, so I just want to at least get to the second, like the final jump. Since it's actually got decent like rewards. They're pretty easy to get. Oh, you effing A. Bleedlarp. Effing A Bleedlarp, yes. Effing A Bleedlarp. Oh my gosh. What the F? Oh, what the F? I didn't dive on that one. Whatever, I need one more weird. So I'm in pretty much. Yep. Okay, that was a pretty, that was one rolling bean for a pretty long time on that one. Wow. One more space left. I don't think this person's gonna get it. Oh, almost. They could have got that glow and that might have been it. Oh my gosh, they just need to get to the end and jump off. It's like they're not even trying. What the F? Okay, so that was weird. I don't know what happened there, but they just give up because they could have just jumped on the final thing and that would have been 0. So, not sure what that was. Alright, 24 left. Can it be a team game to completely ruin my chances? Ugh. Effing fruit shoot, dude. Go. That looks like it's everything this time. Oh, F me, I'm out. I'm not gonna make it back from that one. I think I hit something and then, yeah, I don't know what it was. I landed on like a mango and a banana or something and it was just, yeah. Well, 15. We'll see. I think it's not gonna happen there. Oh my gosh. A lot of lag. Oh, you effing blueberry. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. I was like, dude, there's no way. But I made it. Also proved myself wrong when I'm like, yeah, there's no way. Or not, there's no way, but you usually don't fall off here and make a mistake at the beginning, like, maybe to come back. But I did. Oh, Shovel Knight. I missed all the good costumes because I stopped playing every day. Or just like logging in to see like what costumes were in the store, so there's a lot of stuff in the game we don't have. Like I used to have like I used to like be pretty good about like logging in every day just to check the store and like see what they had and what I didn't have and just getting the stuff I didn't have. But then that's also when I played a lot more and I had like a bunch of currency, so now it's like, yeah, not so much. It's not. It's just like, yeah, it's like that's not really. I kind of ran into that in Gwent too. I was like, I booted that up for the first time in a while. I was playing it and I was like, you know what, I kind of remember why I stopped playing. It's like once you get to a certain point, it's just like, what do I not have in the game? And then it's like, how much do I care to like, you know, get this stuff? Or, like, how much do I care to like push myself to get this stuff? And it's like, it's gotta be a certain threshold, man. It's not there, it's just not happening. So it's like, it's not worth it. It's like I have so many other things I'd rather be doing with my time. And playing this game and grinding for whatever digital trinkets is not at the top of my list. It's not a fun time either, so pass on that. All the pass. Okay, that was a nice double move on that one. Oh. I can't see. Okay, that was close. That was close there at the end. Yeah, when you get like knocked like that, and then you're trying to get up and like jump away, but then you can't see where the snowballs are at, or whatever. I wonder if it's gonna be hexagon again, so I can redeem myself, or it's gonna be something else. Or maybe it's not even gonna be a final right now. It's gonna be another. Let's grind it down from 11 to something else. Oh, nice hexagon. I'll take it. I'll take hexagon every time. It's like, I think that's hexagon is probably like, I would say the last final. Well, the jump off. There's like the two I'd probably do like the best one. Or do consistently, you know, do good in. So I haven't had any like nightmare scenarios on this one where I like get over the like edge of the top or something, and then proceed to just like fall all the way to the bottom. Wow, chill out, Mouse King. Jeez. Oh crap. Oh, that was fortunate. That was super fortunate. Oh crap, that was unfortunate. That was not good. That's not. Oh my gosh, that was. Wow. Effing wow, man. That was just terrible. I love how I start that and I'm like, I haven't had any bad breaks on this. And then proceed to like get stuck in the dive animation, face plant, and not get up, and just fall through the final floor. And get 405 kudos for my trouble. Yes! Yes! What the F? I'm kind of out of practice though, so I think that's why I keep diving. I keep diving for jumps I either can't make or shouldn't be diving for. But that was just super bad luck on that one. That was like all of the above. I'm not gonna have a fun time with this. Oh man. Let's see, I've done all my daily roulettes today in Final Fantasy, so I don't really need to log back in. Unless I try to make more progress on the story. What time is it? It kind of depends on like what time I'm logging. So if I can get 3 hours in, I'll go ahead and play. But like I want to play this for 3 hours, which would mean what 11, so 12, 1, 2. That's 3 hours. So I might just go from or to that from this. But now it's like after effing, was that 3 finals in a row without a crown? So it's like I feel like I kind of I'm obligated to go until I get a crown now because I've been doing decently and just haven't been able to seal the deal. Wow. Okay. So I'm a bit jittery after sucking for the last couple rounds. Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to jump on the... Oh my gosh! I think... Yeah, it's like I'm trying to like jump like against it, the direction it's going, but across the gaps. Too many other people. Oh, that was bad. Okay, need to focus here. Calm down. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's go. Someone just tried to grab me. I felt my controller rumble, so I'm not sure, but I feel like someone might have just tried to like screw me. Whatever, I got them. Alright, well, we're one extra person didn't qualify. I'll take it. Oh, there's JCP. Hello. Yeah, Buff said he would not be making it tonight. For some... I have to check what reason he gave. Let me see. What did he say? Something about working, something, blah, blah, blah. Won't be home from work till late. Enjoy those crowns without me. That's what he said. Yeah, I'm playing Fall Guys right now. I had 2 second place finishes back to back, and it was really annoying. And then I got to a final, and it was Hexagon, and I had a really bad fall, and I couldn't get up, and I just fell straight through. And it was like, oh, well, that just happened. And now I'm on attempt number 4. Or I guess that would be round number 4, whatever. Number 4 of these. Show number 4. There we go. Show number 4. Oh crap, oh crap. Okay, there we go. Nice. Oh, how did they get over that? Whatever. Oh, and then of course it like knocks me down. Whatever. Yeah, apparently the season ends in 4 days, so maybe they'll have the next one ready to go, but probably not, because usually it's like season ends and it's like a week or however many, then they push a button and it's like, oh, new season. There's also usually like a trailer too, lately. It's always been like, here's a trailer, new season. No, I don't follow them on social media, so I don't know. I did for a while, and I was like, yeah, I don't need to follow this account. I think I might still follow the account of like if the servers are up, but since like they haven't had that like a super meltdown since that one time, it hasn't been an issue. And it's effing tail tag, whatever. Ah, crap. Yep, that happened. Yes, come here, come here. Get me up. Effing lag. Ah, whatever. Okay, green bean. Come to papa. Oh, dang it. Effing effers. Oh, yes! Haha, my tell. Oh, bleep arps. Oh crap. That was okay, that was close. That was super close. I should like look where I'm jumping when I do this. Oh my gosh. I like not jump near people that don't have toes. That'd be a good idea too. Oh my gosh. No! Damn it! Alright, 30 seconds. I can do this. Yes! Get out of here! Okay, alright. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, F you! Yes, get wrecked. Suck it. Ah, thought you could take my tail. Alright, down to 14. Will it be a team game that splits us in half, or will it be a 14-person final? I guess we'll find out. Button bashers. Ooh, sorry, last time I did this I got screwed. I think actually I'm 0 for 2 on this one. Or am I? Wait, no. I think I'm 0 for 1 because one time I watched someone else do it. I don't remember actually. No, I don't think I've ever won this is the thing, so yeah. Of course they're starting on the side of the thing, but whatever, so... Oh, there's a fan there. Duh. Ah, suck it! Take that. Oh, are these effing... Ah! Why are they so hard to jump on? Why are they so hard to jump on? I don't understand. Why does... like... Why am I so keen to like hit the lip of the thing? Oh, good idea, me. Go me. Ha 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 ha, yes. Oh, other side. Oh, nice. Play other person. Oh, ah, stupid button. Alright, 11-6. No problem. Oh, come on, give him like 2 right by him. Of course you would. Oh, I guess I'm not the only one that has problems jumping on it. Nice. Oh, what the F? Alright, looking good, looking good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, okay, I won this, nice. Whew. Right. That should be 7, yep. Alright, please be jump off our hexagon, please. Or something else that's not the effing roll off one and everyone. Oh yes, jump straight on, thank you. Oh, it's got the fan though. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's not go that direction. That's where the wind's blowing, so let's not do that. Oh, does the fan not come around? It's just go in a rotational circle? Good to know! I did not know that's how that worked. Alright, cool. Wow, this is weird. It's like a double double threat here because you gotta like worry about you gotta worry about two things: the bars and the fan. Get away from me, jerk face! But the bars don't go fast enough. Gosh, I must miss that one. No! Dang it! Whatever. Whatever. Over 4. Wait a minute. Did I say sure to hug? You know what? Whatever. Don't worry about it. Okay. Where's the... Okay. 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 Okay, just need an invite. Okay, that's weird. Where's that cold air coming from? All of a sudden. That's super weird. Whatever. What skin is that one from the store? I'm guessing. Was it a lot? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what does that say? It is weird to like think of like professional Fall Guys jersey type bean suit. Sponsored by Slime, Hugs, Tears, and Crowns, among other things. Gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's close. Is that a plant? That looks like a Among Us, but it looks like it has like a sprout thing coming out of it. It is Among Us. Oh, that's weird. Why is there a sprout coming out of the top of their head? Oh, second person. I think I've like missed all the cool outfits from like not logging in every day to see what's in the store. Ooh. Yeah, when the theme of this one was like future-y, it was not what I was expecting, so I don't even know what to expect for jungle. Especially with all like the anti-gravity weirdness, that was not not something I Well, yeah, like the aesthetic fits. It's just like none of the stuff is like It's just like interesting when I actually see the actual stages. And we did get a new slime climb, so I'll take it. There are a bunch of events where they throw planets and other shapes at you. Oh, I haven't done what the what? I haven't done this one before. Whoa! Wait a minute! Wait! Let me not mess this up. Dang it! Oh, F you! No! Fleet Flurps! Oh, thank you. I fell on the right side. Thank you. Yeah, there's 2 roller thingies. That is pretty evil. Alright. Jumping across the middle is the same. Can I make it through? Can I make it through? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, this is no, this floor is moving. Okay. Oh, I got second. The one I think already finished. I like they're just like coming towards you like, yay, give me a hug. Yeah, it's weird, like the one today says like share a hug, so I was confused if it was just hugging someone or not, because I tried grabbing people and it didn't count, so I was like, whatever. But then it went up and I was like, I didn't grab anybody, so I'm so confused. Unless it like counts your team or something. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I haven't seen a Cuphead one yet. That's what that looks like. Towel tag. I've only done it once in the last show. But I would rather not. Oh, it's got a bunch of stuff on it. Fans and yes. Yeah, I think the fans are usually not positioned where they're supposed to. Yeah. Alright, no, it's usually something else going up and down. Or whatever. It's just another version I haven't seen. Whatever. Oh, I can jump into it. This is going to be super chaotic, because it's kind of hard to run. And now, oh my gosh, you're getting blown into a fan. You hit it, and you fall, and it's like, oh, well, that sucked. Yeah, and I can't get up, because I'm getting smacked by a hammer, and it's like, oh. You're a gator. No! Okay, I'm just gonna wait here in the middle for someone to come. Grab their. Dang it! Okay, we have another 10 seconds. Nope, oh, there we go. Yeah, haha, second. How do you jump around on this one without the wind? You can got it down. No! F you! Oh, what the F? I grabbed you. What? Are you effing? Are you effing? No! Oh wow, the effing fan just screwed me on that. No! Get off of me! 15 seconds. Don't move! Don't move! No! No! How did I fall down that? Oh wait, get out of the middle. Get out of the middle. Get out of the middle. No! Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. F me. Yeah, that happened too. Oh, I'm trying to, yeah, whatever. Tail tag. Oh yeah, I just got the thingy. Maybe it counts for tail tag stuff. I don't know. But, yeah, that is weird. Huh, whatever. I'll take it though. Mine too. I just finished it on that tail tag. But now I'm curious if it counts the tail thingies as the hugs, since I think that's what I got when I got them, or when it went up last time. It was a tail tag show, or when a tail tag showed up in the thingy. I didn't grab it when that, like, it went up and I was like, what? So maybe it counts that for some reason. Oh, did you see the thing about two-factor authentication and like PlayStation telling people to like put it on because apparently there's possible hacking going on? Yeah, I've had it on since I don't know how long, but sometime in PS4 era, probably whenever it was available. Oh, I just use PSN codes because I don't want to put my credit card info on my account. Yeah, especially since there are some pricey things on the store now. Or like, super premium editions of things. Oh, jeez, that's different. Well, I just got knocked off. After. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Derp. I thought I jumped to the side. I must have jumped to the middle. Hammers. Was it from the PS3 thingy, or was it something else? When your account got hacked? I tried having two different email accounts, but it didn't work. So now it's like most of it goes to the one I was using primarily for um like e-commerce stuff, but cause I barely ever I check the other one, but the other one's like doesn't have anything important in it, so all the important stuff just goes to the main one. But then during like the last election season, I signed up for like a bunch of different newsletters, and like they're just I can't like I keep unsubscribing, but they won't unsubscribe. So I just like, so now I need to like migrate to my third account and like that I never use for anything. And I'm just like, dude, that completely ruined my my main email account. Ugh, dang it. Oh, why did I jump? Why did I jump? Wow, you were the only person. The three people that like jumped on the to the exit ramp, you're the only one that made it. It's also weird because there's that Steam handheld thingy, or not Steam, Valve, whatever, Switch thing. I was so confused because because like when it, like my notification on my phone first popped up, it was just like Valve handheld thingy, blah blah blah, and I was like, I just didn't care because I thought it was like I thought it literally was just a handheld. I didn't like there like was nothing in the like the little like byline to say like, oh, it connects to the TV. But then like I saw something else later on when Yukino shared it on Facebook. It was like, oh, it's like a Switch, and I was like, oh, so it connects to the TV. And I was like, oh, it does. So it's like, I should have clicked on this morning. That's kind of interesting. So I was like, oh, it's kind of pricey. I will definitely wait for people to try it out because I'm not going to be the first penguin on that one. I also imagine they might make some like revisions down the line to make it better. So. Right now, both my computers are just paperweights. Yeah. That's. But then, like these days, with like the way PC upgrades are and like how pricey, it's like it makes it much more approachable for people that have like Steam accounts that have consoles that aren't like upgrading their PCs all the time. So it's like you just get that and like play your games that look good, or like better than probably whatever you have that's not a PC gaming dedicated computer. Especially with the shortages on all the video cards. Unless there's shortages on that, which there probably will be. So it's like, because we'll see. Like, oh man. Another piece of hardware that hopefully is not going to be having a shortage, but probably will because that's the error limit that we are currently in. What? What the F, dude? How can I turn around like immediately still back from me? No! Get Whew. Barely made it. But then I was like also thinking like it's just like that and like the Switch with the new screen. It's like, you know, hopefully there's like enough new stuff and I can eventually maybe have more luck getting a Series X when people are trying to get those. Or not, we'll see. Or whatever, no big deal. I think I'm just like gonna like straight up give up though if I don't get one by the end of the year. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna get on PlayStation and I have not seen that. I also saw like a bunch of posts about like, oh man, imagine what would have happened if we got another Vita, or if Sony didn't give up on the Vita. Yeah, 'cause like eventually you got the I think the PlayStation TV or whatever it was called, where you could like play your Vita games on your TV, even though it was like a separate thingy. So unlike the Switch, it wasn't like a 2-in-1, but what do you mean? What do you mean by format? Oh, the UMDs. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I thought that was like the weirdest thing. It's like there's been like handheld stuff before the Switch, but like nobody ever put the stuff in their mouths to be like, oh, what's this? It's like that was just yeah, what the f. Yeah, because it uses the same screen, the LED, as the new Switches. So okay, that's close. Man, I've had so many bad goes on this lately, so I'm kind of paranoid. Oh, I just stepped up. Yes. Wait, no. Wait, crap. Whatever. Wait. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Dang it. F me. Yeah, I think I was going through all my stuff when I checked this situation with like Vita games and stuff, and I was like, I think my Vita was my first all-digital console. Or hardware or whatever. Because like, I never actually owned any physical games on this. They're all digital. I thought that was my PS5 or well, I guess Xbox One. Oh no, I got disconnected. What the f? I guess technically Xbox One would be the first one. Oh, after PS4 anyway. Connection too unstable. Check your internet settings and try again later. Lame. Oh, I'm kind of on a redemption quest to get a crown because I got so close so many times already. So, which is super unfortunate since I was just in the final, but I got disconnected. So it's like, oh, thanks, game. Like, you know, right there, and it's like, hey, guess what? Go back to the main menu. What the big parts? It's like disconnect me like any other time besides like at the last round. Whatever. Kind of curious if like going forward, like this is going to be the way Nintendo does like all their consoles is like they won't have like a dedicated handheld. It'll just be like a console that you can dock into the TV and also take with you. Since there hasn't been new DS or whatever, so it just seems like that's probably the future of whatever they're making. Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about that. It is actually weird because it is still like mobile friendly or like handheld friendly. To like why even bother making a dedicated handheld version? Especially if it like messes up with the functionality of what's already out. Ah, these are going pretty fast. Yeah, I was watching a video at this channel called Digital Foundry, and they do like well, they do a lot of things, but they were doing like a retrospective thing on like the launch of PS1 games, and they showed Rayman, and it actually looks really like decent for like when it was like a PS1 launch special of like all the PS1 games that came out at launch because it was like 20, 25 years or whatever, or however long it's been. And like I was like, man, Rayman is just like a 2D sprite game, but it looks really good, and it's like it kind of made me think of all the people that are always talking about how Wind Waker has kind of got like a timeless look to it because it looks cartoony and like it's shell shaded. So it kind of like seeing that, I was like, this kind of proves that theory of like some games if they have like a good enough art style and they're not trying to be like super photorealistic, which is usually what Nintendo does. Is just like have a you know that aesthetic. It's like you can just it kind of has like it ages pretty well over time versus like stuff that's trying to push the boundaries of whatever the technology is. So like even though I mean it is kind of like annoying though, but it's like on the one hand it's like yeah, but then like I feel like lately it's just like not every game looks like Fortnite, but after a certain point when like enough games have that aesthetic and like they all kind of it's not like a homogenous thing where they all look the same, but it kind of does like start to get to a point of like okay, but like can you make this game or not make this game, but like someone that is a connoisseur of games with nice graphics, I would like to see something that looks very. I guess it only works though, like if you have something that is like next to it that's like, oh look how amazing this is. So since Nintendo doesn't do that, it's like they don't really have to worry about outshining themselves. Yeah, cause I was thinking Metal Gear Solid because of like the GameCube remake is like really good for its time. But if you look at the PS1 version, and like you can't even like distinguish Solid Snake's face because of the pixels. It's like he doesn't have eyes. He doesn't have like detailed like facial anything. It's just like a face of like pixels. It's like man, that got a bandana, but face not so much. But yeah, I think it's like yeah, that definitely is like a I think like the farther we get into the future and can look back, it's like that is proven more and more true. Of like Nintendo was right. They didn't really need to be super photorealistic with all their games. Crap, crap, crap. Oh no! I only made it because someone jumped and it had like the outline of like where they landed, and so you could tell where the exit was. That was great. It's like, all right, thank you. You just paved my way to the exit. It feels like kind of weird because I kind of feel like the opposite whenever I watch like animation. It's like I prefer the like normal, not CG animated stuff, and like even though I feel like CG animation is like more popular, and more people like it. It's just like I don't. It's like I feel like it's like I don't know. It's like normal animation. I just don't know what it is. It's like I feel like it's just CG stuff is good too. Fidelity of like, oh, this looks really good, but like as far as like an aesthetic, I just feel like they all kind of look the same. If you like look at them at like interval, like some sort of like montage or something, it's like, oh, it's just character models and some. Well, yeah, all the early stuff is like, ugh, but I'm actually curious if it's like, if because I haven't looked into it, but I'm like, I wonder if it's like to the point of like the stuff that's like made now, if it like takes longer when it's CGI versus like if you just drew it because of all the rendering that needs to happen. Oh, so like the voice actors do more because you can do more with them and makes it a lot. Huh. I'm curious because I saw that I watched that one CG cartoon on Netflix. I can't remember what it was called, like 9 or 6 or whatever, about the like the doll thingies at the end of the world or whatever. And like, and now I'm like curious. It's like that's like why they all look kind of similar. Like they have like very similar. Are they all just like basic bland sack people? Because I was watching some YouTube video and they're talking about like the first CG animated thingy from the Studio Ghibli. But then I was like, I can't remember what they were arguing. It was like some sort of discussion video. But then I was like, I mean, it's only one, so you can't really compare it to like a bunch of them that they've made since that's the first. But if you look at all their other stuff, it's like just. I guess my brain is like so used to like seeing 3D polygonal characters that like all I think of when I see that stuff is like character models. So I don't really. So it all just kind of like looks the same. Or just I don't know. Or just can't like really have the same feel of a 2D cartoon or something. Because my brain is like, this is just a this is just some character model and some 3D engine. or just like they all like lean into like the very cartoony style of like super deformed, not realistic, as opposed to like the spirits within super detailed. So I remember when I saw that, I was like blown away. I was like, man, this is amazing. But it seems like as time has gone on, it's like that's probably not cost effective. So you have to like be super detailed. Yeah, it's pretty. It's in like 1999 or somewhere around there. Whereas like watching like Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, it's like you wouldn't really. I mean, there's probably like improvements there, but actually, I don't, actually, I don't think I've seen. Wait, no, Toy Story. Is it 4 the last one that they did? I can't remember. Is it 3 or 4? Okay, 'cause I haven't seen 4, but yeah. When I saw 3, it was like, you know, I mean, sure, I'm sure it's better or something, but it can't really make that much of a difference. Or at least certain scenes, you know, like the fire part. Or like certain, I guess certain effects, like fur and water and stuff. It's like more like, uh, Monsters Inc., yeah. So it's like weird because it's like only certain parts are like impressive and stand out, but like it's still, yeah. So it has like it maintains like it's like a weird, yeah, it's a weird thing. At least for me anyway. Oh my goodness, jeez, that was wow. I jumped into somebody that was in the air, and it was almost me falling down because of it. I almost got really angry. That's like a pet peeve of mine in this game. Next batch of movies. Hmm. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know the next Ant-Man movie was announced. Oh my gosh. Well, I know the next isn't the next Doctor Strange with like Wanda in the multiverse or something? Okay, I knew that, but like did not know there's another Ant-Man. Guess what it's like, yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's like Shang-Chi, the Eternals, Doctor Strange thing. Those were the movies I knew about, but I did not know there was an Ant-Man. So is like the next phase already planned? Oh, yeah, I guess there's another Black Panther as well. Or have they like announced all the stuff in the next phase? And Well, at least just like movies, because I'm probably never going to see the TV shows because I'm never going to get Disney Plus. Oh yeah, I really wish they would have like not like spilled all the beans on that one because the more and more of it came out, it's like, oh, that was super cool. But then like after the fact, it's like it would have been really awesome to like not knowing anything about that and then like going to see it and then just having like all the different Parkers show up. They could have tried at least keep something, or just like not all of them to like be like, oh, as you're watching it, I wonder if so and so also shows up, and then just like it just keeps building and building, and it's like they had all of them. That's amazing. Oh, Fleet Larps. Missed my jump. Oh, wow, you guys gonna make it. I would love for them to do some sort of like. Wait, I guess it's still Sony, but like that actually is like one instance where I would like to see a live action version of like the animated thing that they did with the Spider Verse. I thought that was a fun time. But then it's like to know that they're doing like all the live action films kind of works out. Mm. I kind of wonder if like that's why that they're like doing that in like the next live action one is because of the animated one and everybody loved it. Crap! Dang it. Yeah, didn't it win? Actually, I think it did win for best animated. I could be wrong there. Oh wow, we both got knocked out. Ooh, that would be something cool to do actually too. Is like if they did like an animated series for like each of the different spider people, man, and then like in between the sequel, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, the Shattered Dimensions or whatever. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't use the 2099 Spider-Man. Oh yes, good point. It's funny because like the Spider Verse like comic event is like not like any like nothing. It's like not even at all the same to the to like the like actual the animated thingy. So it's got like weird Spider-Man vampire things, or not Spider-Man vampires, but like Spider-Man hunting vampire things, or whatever they are. I also feel like sometimes like you know certain people that have like the rights to certain properties like don't know what they have, and I feel like they don't know what they have in like Spider Gwen and like her popularity like before they made that. I feel like it could have been like a lot bigger, but oh well. Remember, like she was like super popular, and then she's still super popular, but it's like I feel like it's underutilized as far as like for like a corporation that likes money. I feel like they could like do a lot more with her. Man, I made the wrong choice here. Yeah, and there was like that weird video. I didn't watch it. I just saw it like with the Deadpool and the Rock guy from the Ragnarok, where he apparently joined the MCU. It is like super weird though that like the MCU kind of just like was frozen in. Well, it wasn't frozen in place. It just was like super like slowed down on their output during COVID. Now it's like ramping back up. I guess it makes sense though, because they did kind of like have it already like in the pipeline and like a plan for like what they were doing. So I guess that works out when you have a plan. Unlike Star Wars, or at least the sequel trilogy. Oh, whatever. Oh, I saw the season 3 trailer for Titans as well, and that was like I haven't seen like either of the first two seasons, but like after seeing that, I was like, man, that is not the direction I expected that to go. But then I haven't watched any of it, so it's like, that was both surprising, but then I'm kind of intrigued. But it's like I need an HBO Max subscription to watch it, so. But then like, isn't that separate from like the movies universe for them, DC, which is all messed up? It's like a complete mess over there. It was actually kind of weird because it was like the trailer had. Have you seen it? Oops, I almost scared my teammate. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, sleep barbs. Don't pull your tail back. No, get away from me. Okay. Right. Hey, watch it, buddy. You already have a tail. Oh, what the what? Can I just take my own tail? That's some blue pressure on my. Okay, you know what? Wait. Yeah. Okay, so there's somebody with a tail down here. Aha! Yes! Oh, this is actually. I guess it's not super safe, but. I'm going away from somebody with the arrows and just outrun them. Did the new Batman that they were making, did they finish that before COVID, or is that like still in production? There was a trailer of it. I was like, ooh, this is good. I just like how like the last two Batman were like super scrutinized. So, like when the choice was made, it's like Ben Affleck, and then the vampire whatever movie I can't think of right now, Twilight guy. I did not see any of the Ben Affleck stuff though, because I was like, I don't have enough mental bandwidth for both this and the MCU, I'm sorry. Or like the Heath Ledger's Joker scrutiny, or effing I think all the Joaquin Phoenix stuff was just from like the test stuff that they showed, and people kind of reacted to that. It wasn't as much of the casting decision as it was the test footage. I kind of feel like there's like never good, like you can like probably like never pick someone and people be like, good choice on that. Or like, oh, I agree with this. Yeah. Like, oh, not so bad. Oh, won an Oscar. It's like, what? Instant fan rage. Actually, I think I saw something where like, didn't Marvel or I can't remember if it was Marvel, but like, I think it was Marvel actually. They like said they weren't going to do anything at like Comic Con or something, or the Comic Con online virtual thing this year, or at least. Oh, flippers. And I guess they do have like their own special Disney D23 event stuff, so they really need the publicity. Is it like that for the? Cause I don't really follow like the stuff that's shown at Comic Con outside the con circuit. I kind of feel like that's the way it should be, because I did rather enjoy the Witcher con. It was just Witcher stuff. It was like, oh, well, that's really all I wanted to hear, and all I needed. So thanks for that. Looking forward, looking forward to it. Yeah, it's like the best way to respect the fans' time, because it's not like, just like hyping them up to get them super excited for like literally nothing. It's like, what? This could have been an email. Yeah. No, dang it. I feel like video game publishers are the worst though, because I feel like they should only like show or announce stuff in the year it's coming out if they know it's coming out. Like, not be like, maybe if it doesn't get delayed, or just like, this is super early. Here's a CGI trailer with a year. What are the? Okie dokie. See you at golf tomorrow. Good night. Okay, let me see if my stream is like showing up, because I think I got like blue screened because I have like bad quality on my connection for whatever reason it said. So let me make sure it's working before I continue, or I'm just gonna end it. Oh, I have a headache though, dude. So it's like, yeah, I kind of want to jump over to 14, but then I really do want to get a crown, and I just got like top 4 on the Slip and Fall Mountain. But I think that's the problem, right? Is like, unless it's Hexagon or Jump Club, I'm kind of screwed on if I have a chance. So it's like, you should just, keep going, but it's like, you really only have a chance if it's certain finals, so it's like, that's the only point. Also, my connection's like really bad. I'm like lagging, people are like teleporting. Well, they're not teleporting, but it's just like really bad right now, my connection, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I think my grandparents are watching Netflix. Did it like, I would like to think I'd have their connection lot, so I don't know. Alright, let me open up my Twitch thing on the channel. That's the thing, right? Is like, I want to go for like 3 hours, but then it's like, if my connection is crap. Okay, cool, it's working. Ooh, it's a bit pixelated, but it is working. Kind of annoying too, like when you get to the end of your season pass, right? And like you do all your dailies, it's like you don't have any type of like pity crown situation. You can just like level up, get a pity crown, or get the dailies, get a pity crown, because your dailies are done. So there's nothing left after that, unless you actually win one, which is like, haha, you're funny. I'm kind of curious, like, what the percentage is on that, as far as like, odds of winning a crown in the show. It's got to be like, I guess it's probably like, I want to say, if not 5 to 10%, 1 to 5% chance of winning. But then that's the thing, is like, there are some people that have never won one, so it's like, actually it's probably like 0 to 5% more realistically. So it's like, yeah. I wonder if they have metrics for like crown wins, and like, how many people have like not won one, or people who have gone the longest without winning one, all that stuff. Oh, that sucked. I wonder if the pieces that hit into a door can like open it for you. I've never seen that happen. You only see people jump through it after the fact. Or not after the fact, but you know, jump through the initial door. As opposed to having some sort of debris hit it and open it for them. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh crap, I jumped. That's gonna F me up. I didn't know there was a fan. Oh, first place. Nice. I was gonna say, I didn't know there was a fan there. What was I doing? I was gonna do? Oh, yeah. I need to leave the party chat because I'm in the party chat, so that might also help my connection. But yeah, it's like, it's going back to like the whole CG animation thing. It's like, you know, there's like a lot of examples. I mean, specifically anime, because it's like the best animation, 2D animation anyway, on the planet. Like, there's so many examples of like aesthetics, you know, like Samurai Champloo, um, any Gundam, really, like mecha stuff, Hero Japan, uh, maybe even like Record of Lotus War for like a Knights Errant fantasy setup. But like, if you go, like go to like the CG stuff, it's like, you know, go to the aesthetic for like what they're going for. It's like, you know, it's not really. They don't have like really strong aesthetics styles. I haven't seen Ray and the Last Dragon, but you know, for the most part, it's like I said, it's mostly just like super deformed, lanky, weird, derpy characters. So not really much of a art style there. And so like because of that, they just look they're like they kind of start to feel homogenous and like look the same. And I don't really like that. So. I mean, Ninja Scroll is also like a good example. I mean, there's probably like a lot of good examples of like feudal Japan and stuff, if I think about it. I was also thinking about something the other day as far as like, you know, people say, oh, remake blah blah blah, not his original blah blah blah, but like, I think Vampire Hunter D is probably like the only example of like something that's got like a remake of it that like is actually like, you know, very different from the established original or something like that. Like Bloodlust and the original. Like they're both the same, but they're both very different. So they have like their own like, you know, feel to them. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen either of them. I know for sure. That's like that's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm like, I haven't even seen Bloodlust because I've seen the original back in the day on Sci-Fi Channel, but Bloodlust, I don't even know if I've seen that one. And there's also like the Evangelion, but that's, I don't know. I feel like there's too much reusage on that one. I mean, that being said, that's also another like strong aesthetic style anime with its own vibe, for lack of a better word. I need to concentrate so I can win. So, oh, you know what, Sonic? Get off of me! No, effing a-hole! Oh, that's you, Sonic. Okay, I need to focus here. Why you know Chris is really focused? He says it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna focus. Yeah. I'll try, yeah. No! I just put that there and I jumped away. 1, 2. Cool. Alright. All these sickles are making me nervous, man. Alright. 2 more. Maybe make this one. There you go. No! Dang it! F you flarp! Save me because I'm my own character. Yes, that's where I'm at. Currently where I'm at. Oh my gosh, I need 2 more. I gotta get Buckster. No! Man. Plus for the crown, it's like really going bad right now. Whatever. Yeah, there's like a video on YouTube somewhere about Fortnite. I can't remember what it specifically said. that's also kind of like what makes me feel about the whole like generic 3D character models thing. Is like I feel like even like I've not played Fortnite, so I don't really know anything. I only know the basics of people talking about it and like having watched some of it, but it's like the game is kind of just like a digital billboard really, because it's just like there's skins of other properties in it, but there's so many that like in my opinion it like dilutes whatever Fortnite is supposed to be, and it just becomes like a environment for 3D characters of like other franchises and stuff and properties to like promote them. But then it's like, but then it turns into like a weird thing, right? Like I said, where it's like has no identity. It's just like you have like Captain America, Batman, and LeBron James just got one. Like insert, like it's like like it's in my like it's thinking about it. Like when I like start thinking about it now, actually, it's like having read Ready Player One. It's kind of like that, digital graveyard, where like where pop culture stuff just like goes to die, or not goes to die per se. That's one way to look at it, but it's just like I don't want to say a landfill of like pop culture crap, but it's just like it's just got a bunch of pop culture stuff in it. That's all it is. Or I guess like we're like like Ready Player One is like uniquely like 80s and like 90s and video game themed. Like Fortnite would be just like anything that's like pop culture related, like of anything of like any type of notoriety or popularity. Oh, not the hammers. Which then, like I said, dilutes the identity and kind of makes it a like not really. I wouldn't say soulless entity, but it is a soulless entity because it has no identity, and it's just like what's even the point? Like who even are these characters in this thing? Oh my gosh, the lag. That's an awful effing really. Like age groups with like the art style and like the aesthetic. Like even this game has it with like the cel shaded, beaten characters. Like after you've seen enough of them, it's just like they don't really stand out or have any type of I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but yeah. Unstable connection. It's just like a very homogeneous, dry, like, if you don't know what this is or what this character is, it's just like, there's no real like pop, or not. That's not what to say. They just don't stand out. They all just like kind of like just after a while start to just glum together and look like generic characters, which is like back to the Fortnite thing. It's like the only reason they stand out. It's like it's the only reason you can differentiate like who they are is because you know who they are because they're pop culture related. If they weren't, you wouldn't know. Hopefully I can win this crown. I'm not good at disconnected, but it looks like my connection is still crap. So, like, 38. The play is not able to get a weird connection issue when I'm streaming or play it, so I don't know what's up with that. Guys, this gives me connection issues like this. Well, like, what else could it be? Can I stream other stuff? And, like, this never really happens. So. I mean, there was a while in Destiny 2 when I would stream playing, like, Iron Banner or PvP stuff, and, like, my connection would get crap immediately. Poor connection quality. Only mic audio, whatever. Like, Right on cue, as I've been talking about it. That's the other thing, is like it's also not peak usage time, it's like what, 10 o'clock at night? So like, what the F? I mean, that being said, I don't know the best internet connection right now, so there's that. But still. I mean, now I'm curious though, it's like, because before it did have, I had poor quality, but then it came back, so now I'm curious, like, does it only come back when the message isn't there? So like, how do I know if it's like working just fine or whatever? Whatever. I mean, I think I'm going to like give up on this at 3 hours in if I haven't got a crown, because like, what's the point if I'm like not getting a crown and I'm having connection issues on top of it, right? So I still have that slight headache I talked about earlier. So no, thank you. I would like to lay down and go to sleep, like have it be gone. Ideally, but that's probably not gonna happen. But good. Good indeed. Two, good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know if you got that. Wow, I should do that more often. Wow, that's like, it definitely is a way to go. Why didn't I do that before? I didn't know I could do that. It's gonna be basically now I'm gonna jump on top of the boxes and jump across. Because that's makes us faster. For sure. No, get up, please. Crap. If I get one of the guns, I'm gonna be kind of ticked off because I usually do pretty good on theirs. Oh my gosh. Wait, how do you know which boxes you can jump onto, dude? Because I couldn't jump on that one. I'm afraid I know this. Oh, that sucks. Oh, what the F. What the F indeed. Wow, I'm just being knocked over constantly here. Second lap through. Alright, cool. Finish line. Wait a minute, someone just jumped off them. Yeah, that just happened. Okay, what happened? Crap. Oh, this one's gonna suck with the thing. The lag I'm having. This doesn't. I mean, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, dude, I've got like hundreds of crowns. Like, what's one more, right? Like, you know. And the odds of winning are so super low. So it's like, you know. Don't even try. I'm sure you didn't. You're probably not good. Oh, effing effers. Oh, you. Oh, you. Okay. You, wow. 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 That's like, I didn't mean effing. Eliminated. Some jerk wants to grab me at the very end. Alright, top 13. Top 13. Let's see if we can do it. And I'm like looking at my stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. What is that? Fruit shoot. Yeah, crap. I feel like I've gotten like this, well, not the same ones, but I've gotten multiples of certain events tonight, and Fruit Shoot is one of those. I used to like this one. I used to have like no fair doing it, now it's like, no, Fruit Shoot everything sucks. It's perfect random, and if you're gonna like, you know, it just sucks, it's not a fun time, so I'm not to play it. Oh, F you, dude, like that did not hit me. Whatever. That's this game. Okay, top 8 qualifies, so you need to like not. Well, that just happened. Oh, what the F? How did I not get over the roof? Wow, that was close. What the F was that? Check my stream now, it just says it's like not working. Or since it's audio only or no. Oop, oh, that was weird. It's just to see if it is audio only. Okay, it's weird, it's just like a blank white screen. Oh my gosh, it's on the final. Nice. Well, if I get it, I get it. I mean, Chris just won, so I got it. Oh. Jump showdown. Vision of fan, at least, I guess. You want to get like this side, right? Like, yeah, going from that side to this side, because it's more likely that it's going to be the next piece in the sequence before it piece or whatever. I think I second guess myself on that one, but luckily it worked out. Alright, well, unfortunately there's a bunch of people over here. So let's go suck train and like not get grabbed and grabbed. And they're all grabbing already, so it's like, yeah, this is gonna be a fun time, not really. It's not, so, yep. You would be like right at the edge because someone can like grab you and throw you in. So. Here we go, right there. Ooh, that's almost too early. Alright, well, to do some play-by-play, it's Jump Showdown, and it's me and two other people. Oh, it's me and somebody else. So they don't get me like me a whole bit. You never know with these things. I won. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna share button that, and at least tweet it out since effing actually it's not currently working. So that's a bummer, but whatever. Podcast resumed. What? That's so it does just like that's interesting. It just like goes back to it once your connection stops being crappy. But as you can see, I got my crown. I could keep streaming, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop here because why? Why keep going when I could just go out on top as a winner of a crown? So that will do it for this week's Fall Guys action. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I kind of want to go play Final Fantasy 14, but my head, I have like a slight headache, so I think I'm just gonna go lay down and go to sleep and wake up with hopefully not a headache and be rested for tomorrow. Let's see, I do want to like stream some Final Fantasy 14 though, so I might, I don't know. I'm trying to think, so it's like, I skipped my daily duties like one time this week, but I don't want to like keep doing that, because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, it's not a good idea. So, probably jump into that, maybe tomorrow, we'll see, I don't know, because I also have like Hot Shots Golf, or, I always say that, anyways, golf tomorrow, so I might stream during the day or not, I don't know. Or if I wake up in the middle of the night, since I'm not really super tired. But yeah, that is it for, also the season ends in approximately 4 days. He doesn't say 4 days, it says approximately 4 days. So it's like maybe 4 days, maybe 5, 6, 7, 3, 2, who knows. So new stuff coming finally, or more new events in the game. Soon. That'll be nice. Looking forward to it. And apparently it's general themed. I was hoping there'd be some Olympic themed events, but I guess not, so oh well. So yeah, that's it for this week's Fall Guys. Until you see or hear from me again. Thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.